Hey everybody, I hope everything is going well. Today I'm going to share with you favorites of July. I have a few really good things. I don't feel ever obliged to film a video sort of describing favorites of the month if I was using the same kind of stuff that I was using the previous month. But I started using a few makeup and skincare items this month, which I think are worth mentioning because I want to highlight them because they impressed me. So let's start with skincare. I finally got onto the train of the hype for Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair Synchronized Recovery Complex. This is a pretty big bottle. This is 50 mils. These kinds of serums usually come in 30 mils. But this is quite impressive actually. I think I would say that I tried something very similar before. In fact, I used up more than one bottle of something quite similar before, and that something is Lancôme Génifique. There's nothing that I could find that would be similar in the ingredients, but the effects are quite the same in my opinion. So the Estee Lauder is sort of a serum that you're supposed to use in the evening, and it's supposed to cover all bases. And it's supposed to both moisturize and renew your skin and just perk it up, nourish it. So, you know, it's supposed to sort of act on all fronts, and it does. It really works well. I would say Génifique is one of my favorites by Lancôme. I really like that product, and I've purchased it previously and I've repurchased it. Right now I don't have it, but the action of this Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair is quite similar. I would recommend Advanced Night Repair. I think it's a better deal per mil for your money. I think they cost about the same, but the Lancôme has 30 mils and this one has 50 mils, and the action, at least on my skin, is pretty similar. It's sort of like a do-it-all sort of serum, and I think it will probably fit every skin type out there because it doesn't focus on one particular area. It kind of focuses on rebalancing the skin, and it'll work for multiple skin types, which makes it a very marketable product, obviously. And I know of many people who use this, and they all have different skin types. With my dry skin, I give it a big thumbs up, and I think you should try it. It is quite an old item, so there's lots out there right now that would be just as effective, but I think this one is still a good classic item and really worth checking out. A couple of other products that I've been using in the mornings. I've been using a whole line of Guerlain Blanc de Perles line, and this lotion is a sort of a liquid which I use as a toner for brightening, and it is Blanc de Perles balancing toner, basically is what it is. I really like it. I think it does a little bit of resurfacing and brightening for sure. It's not a super acidic, powerful item that is going to be very efficacious, but it's rather gentle. I think it'll also kind of work on all skin types. It's gentle enough, but effective enough to sort of balance the skin. The pH is brought back into norm. And it's also said it's whitening. I haven't noticed any whitening. I've had a little bit more of a color because it's summer and I just get more sun. No, I didn't notice any whitening, so that claim goes out the window, but it's quite good balancing, pH balancing. It says lotion, but it is really a toner. And another one that I really enjoy right now is the Guerlain Blanc de Perles. This is the SPF UV Shield Brightening Pearl Perfection SPF 50 PA+++, so highest protection possible from the UVA rays, and UVB protection is 50, so it's not going to let you burn. I'm saying that I've been catching sun 99% of the time I'm wearing this, so actually I'm still quite fair. I'm pretty close to my skin tone in the winter, but occasionally you still can catch me outside, very occasionally, without sunscreen, and that's when I catch a few rays, and unfortunately then probably some damage to my skin does happen, but I am really minimizing it by very religiously wearing sunscreen, and I recommend it very wholeheartedly. This one is really good. It does have a little bit maybe of a white cast at first, but as you massage it into your skin, it disappears. So I think it would actually work for various skin tones. I don't think it will make big difference in terms of white cast. It is very effective, and it's also quite moisturizing, which is really, really good. Because actually I use it as a twofer, 2-in-1. I use it as an SPF and a moisturizer at the same time, and in the summer for my dry skin it's enough. I think for an oily skin type this might not work out because it is a bit moisturizing, not super moisturizing, but it'll moisturize your skin, and you might not want that, especially in the summer. But for my dry skin this is quite enough. It's a nice sort of a 4.5-star SPF for me. A couple of nail products. I'm really happy to present these to you because these are actually super, super good. I was quite impressed. I have a base that is suiting my nail type very, very nicely. I have dry nails. This is Million Nails by Essie. And this is, I mean, I do have kind of brittle nails. I do take some dietary supplements for that, and I can talk to you about that at some other point. But my nails are feeling healthier with this base. This base is better than other bases I have tried so far. It's better than the Formula X base that I finished kind of more recently. I like this. I think this is quite good. I've tried other treatments by Essie, but Million Nails is the best out of their range, out of the Essie range. I've tried also one from Butter London that I really enjoyed, and that was very good. This is no worse though, and it's much cheaper. So Essie Million Nails I would recommend for a base, and for a top coat, love, and I've mentioned this before, but I just really want to highlight it again because it's so good and it's so cheap, and it's not that frequent that I come across cheap items that are fantastic, and I always want to just like project and talk about it because it's so nice to find something like a top coat, which I use all the time and a lot of, and to sort of save money and not buy, say, Butter London or Chanel, which I normally would. And this is NYC Shine in a Minute top coat. It's not going to make your nail polish last forever, but this is what I have today, and it does give it a really beautiful shine. It dries super fast. I do change my polish every couple of days, so for me, longevity, as long as it doesn't chip in 2 days, I'm good. And it doesn't chip in 2 to 3 days. With this one, plus of course you have to use the right base coat for your nail type, but I love this one. This is not the first one. You see I've already put a dent in it, and I think I've used 3 or 4 of these at this point. I'm reaching for these so much more than I am for my higher end top coats, which I still own a few of, and I just don't reach for them because this is so fast drying. It's really, really good. It's fast drying. It gives you not like the gel nail look, but a really nice and shiny finish, and it's beautiful. It doesn't it doesn't cause any problems. It just works. It just works. So super cheap, just a few bucks at the drugstore. Super recommendation. Really try it out and see if you can replace your higher end top coats with that one. It's just so easy, and given how much of a top coat I use all the time, it's fantastic to find something I like this much from the drugstore. Another item that has mixed reviews online, and this is a Tartelette palette from Tarte. This is the original matte one. People say it's chalky. People say it doesn't blend well. I say, what are you talking about? Oh my goodness, are we using a different palette? And I've used tons of high-end palettes. I have a drawer, a huge drawer full of all kinds of palettes, and maybe we're not looking for the same thing out of a shadow. Today, these shadows are on my eyes. I love these, and the color selection is really lovely. It's sort of cooler toned neutrals, and it doesn't look like I've used it a lot. It's because it's quite pigmented, and a little bit goes a long way. It blends very nicely. It takes me like 2 seconds of brush back and forth in my crease to blend it out. It's super easy. I don't know what are we talking about here. It's fantastic, a fantastic palette. The color selection is just what I'm looking for. Don't give me those orange, red, sort of really warm tones, because I'm a cool toned girl, sort of neutral to cool toned, and what I want is something that flatters me, and these colors that are super popular right now don't. And this palette is so great for people with a cooler undertone, and I think it's just, it doesn't have a super great reputation, but I love this thing. It's so good. Check it out if you're the same coloring as myself, if you're a little bit on a cooler side of the spectrum. And if you're interested in some beautiful matte eyeshadows and a great selection of colors, I don't think you can go wrong with this. I don't know what other beauty reviewers are talking about. I don't agree that it's not good quality. It's fantastic quality. It's very finely milled. It holds onto your eyelid forever. And Tarte shadows are really quite good actually in terms of quality. So yes, please check it out for yourself. Don't rely on, don't rely on reviewers online. Just go see for yourself, because I wasn't impressed by the reviews, but once I tried it in store, I walked away with it. It's really, really good. A lipstick I've been loving, and this represents a whole line. And this is Bite Beauty Luminous Cream Lipstick in the color Pepper. It's a beautiful nude. Beautiful, sort of slightly darker nude. And I like wearing it sort of sparsely. It's very moisturizing and super, super, super comfortable. What a fantastic quality. By Beauty are probably making my favorite lipsticks. They bumped the Chanel Rouge Coco Shines. I like a comfortable finish. They bumped YSL ones. Those are actually not so good. They bumped my Guerlain lipsticks, which is unheard of. I really like Guerlain lipsticks. I think these are the best. I really like MAC, and if it wasn't for the color selection and for me having a whole bunch of like a basic MAC shades that I love, I might want to take a few of my favorite MAC lipsticks, go to a By Beauty counter if I can find one in the area, because we recently moved, and just like color match and get the Bite version, because Bite version would be probably a lot better. Food grade ingredients, fantastic, juicy, beautiful formula, wears well, it's super, super comfortable, and does not, does very good things for your lips, and it doesn't do anything bad like highlight cracks or dryness or anything like that. It's nourishing but not greasy. It doesn't travel around, but it's really moisturizing. It has a bit of sheen if you want it to have sheen. You can wear it full blown, full color, or you can wear it as a gentle pat on color, as I like to do with this one. Just flawless formula. I think By Beauty got the perfect lipstick formula. And they have various formulas, by the way. Their matte lipsticks are just as comfortable. I really want to try the multi-sticks, because I think I probably will love those, because I love wearing like a monochromatic look, first of all. And then also I really, really like wearing cream products all over my face. And I think a multi-stick would be a perfect choice for me. Whenever I'm in Sephora next, if this local Sephora carries Bite, I'm definitely picking some up. These are great. The base that I've been using recently is this MAC one. Normally MAC bases isn't something I go for, because I've had some problems with the skin sensitivity when it comes to their bases. I'm not sure if I'm sensitive to this one. I hope not, because I actually really like it. This is their Water Weight, Studio Water Weight SPF 30 foundation. This is 1 fluid ounce. I have to say I'm not a big fan of droppers in general, but here this dropper is decent. I mean, I've been using it for a while, and maybe a third of the bottle is already used up, but you see that it's not super messy, and I haven't cleaned it out. It's just like that. There's some kind of a stopper mechanism that sort of scrapes the outside of the dropper, so it becomes a little bit less messy. So good for them. I don't mind the packaging. I usually don't like the droppers sort of system, but here it works well because of the way they designed it. I'm in the color NC25. It's a bit yellow for me, but it's kind of sheer, so it works. Still works really well. You can't even see it on skin. Why I like it? Just precisely because of that. You can't see it on skin. It's really, really skin-like. The finish is super glowy and luminous. Easy to wear and easy to blend just with your fingertips. I wouldn't go in with a sponge because you're going to waste a bunch of product, but really super easy to wear. I think the new Nearly Naked base, or something like Naked base from them, gives you the same finish, but this is better because it has a bit more pigment. The other one is quite useless. This one's a lot better in terms of the look on the face. It does more for your skin because it does have a bit of coverage. It's like sheer to light coverage. Don't expect it to cover in any kind of moderate way even. And it looks really, really, really good on the skin. You can't see the pigment. It's very, very finely milled, and it blends in flawlessly. Very lightweight, and just looks hydrated and nice. I would really recommend, if you like really lightweight bases and you are a fan of MAC, I think this is really good. Also, if you have dry skin, it's really great because it's very moisturizing. Otherwise you'd have to powder. And the last product I'm going to talk about today is this Bamboo Style Cleanse Extend. This is quite hyped up actually. What it is a mixture of a translucent dry shampoo and a texturizing spray. In fact, I think it's more on the texturizing spray side of things. It gives you good volume. It really sort of zhuzhes up the hair. I think it's similar, to me, it has a similar action to the Alterna texturizing spray, but I like this a little bit less. And why? It's because of the smell. It's also a bit cheaper as well. So I think many people will like the smell. It's kind of fresh, but there's something in it that just bothers me and annoys me. I don't like the smell. Otherwise, I'd probably buy it again. Because it is also reminding me of my favorite BB texturizing spray from Bumble and Bumble. I love that product and I have it. It's in my drawer right now, but this one also has the added benefit of the dry shampoo action, and it does sort of tame the greasiness. It's not ultra effective, but if you feel just a bit greasy, not like a grease ball, which you need to like starch up for it to not look like a grease ball, but if you have a bit of a greasy scalp, this will be great. If you have super greasy scalp, then it's not going to be enough. But this sort of gives you a bit of volume, a bit of lift, a bit of PC look. I really like what it does. Unfortunately, I won't be purchasing because of the smell, but other people might not mind the smell. So go ahead and take a sniff. This is what the product looks like. This is the name, Bamboo Style Cleanse Extend. If you don't mind the smell, I think you will like what it does. And that's it for my favorites. I hope it was fun for you to watch. Let me know what kind of favorites you had this month and what you were reaching for the most. What kind of products, what kind of things. That's it for today. See you guys later. Bye bye.